a unique place, restless, dynamic. Then we'll learn geological mysteries behind. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about rocks. What are rocks? Rocks are mixtures of minerals and other materials. Geologists, scientists who study rocks and minerals and their structure, classify rocks in three groups: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. The first rock we're going to be getting to is igneous. Igneous rocks are made when lava and magma cools on or inside the earth. This is granite. Granite is an igneous rock. This is an intrusive rock, which are classified in igneous rocks. This intrusive rocks form inside the earth. Extrusive rocks form outside the earth, like this basalt. This basalt is an igneous rock, and it's an intrusive igneous rock, which means it forms on the Earth's surface. The next group of rock we're going to be into is sedimentary. Sedimentary rocks are made when lava and magma is swept away. Then those rocks are compacted together to sediment in order to form a sedimentary rock. There are three types or subgroups of sedimentary rocks. The first one we're going to be getting to is classic. Classic sedimentary rocks are formed when sand and sediment is compact together in order to form a classic sedimentary rock. This is conglomerate. This is a classic sedimentary rock. As you look closely, you can probably see some of the pebbles inside of here. The next is chemical. Chemical sedimentary rocks are formed when evaporations from water or from silicate water is evaporated into form a sedimentary rock. This is selenite gypsum. This is a sedimentary rock, which forms from evaporated water. The next one we're going to be talking about is organic sedimentary rocks. Organic sedimentary rocks are formed when plant matter and more plant matter is compact together in order to form an organic sedimentary rock. This is coal. Coal is made out of dead plants and animals that once lived millions of years ago. The next group of rocks we're going to be getting to is metamorphic. Metamorphic rocks are formed when sedimentary or igneous rocks form when heat and pressure is increased by those rocks, and they change and they recrystallize and they change the minerals crystals inside that rock. The first subgroups of metamorphic rocks is foliated and non-foliated. Foliated metamorphic rocks form when stratiations or probably even layers can be seen in those rocks. This is schist. This is a foliated metamorphic rock. The next is non-foliated metamorphic rocks. Non-foliated metamorphic rocks are rocks that don't have any stripes or bands to them, like this marble. This is natural crystalline marble. You can't see any stripes. This is a non-foliated metamorphic rock. Now we're going to be talking about mineral composition. Mineral composition are the different types of minerals inside of a rock. As you see in granite, it's composed of 3 to 4 minerals: quartz, feldspar, and mica. And sometimes a little bit of hornblende as well. These rocks, like this igneous rock I showed you, it's granite, they form under the Earth's crust. Some minerals can be formed deep inside the Earth's mantle. The 3 layers of the Earth's crust: mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. Well, this mineral, called olivine peridot, was formed deep inside the Earth, about 100 kilometers. And this rock is called olivine. It's a green mineral. This formed very deep in the Earth's mantle. The other type of rocks we're going to be getting to is metamorphic, about mineral composition. This mineral composition is composed of 5 different minerals. The red is garnet, which is a silicate mineral. The other is mica, another silicate mineral. Strongyite, a silicate mineral. And also kyanite, another possible silicate mineral. These form inside the rock. And this used to be granite. It used to be then, by heat pressure, recrystallized this rock. We're also going to be getting to the chemical composition of marble. Marble is composed of 1 mineral, which is calcite. Some minerals can be composed of 3 to 4 other minerals. Some only just have 1 mineral, and that's calcite. It's composed of 1 mineral, which is which is marble, calcite. There are many different types of rocks that you might even know. If you could just pick up a rock, you might be able to identify it. But here are some books you guys need to identify some rocks. This is a great book. It's called Rocks, Minerals, and Gemstones. This is a great book for you guys to identify rocks. If you don't know what they are, and you want to know how they form, this is a great book on geology, and this is a great book on how to identify rocks and minerals. It's called Rocks, Minerals, and Gemstones. It has some colorful pictures in here. Very, very nice information, very organized information, and definitely some things. It has a dictionary here about rocks and minerals, different types of rocks and minerals inside this book. Great book. The other book is a Smithsonian Handbook. This is called Rocks and Minerals. This is a Smithsonian Handbook. This is also a great guide because it also tells you how to collect rocks and minerals, the different types of tools you need, and some of the things about minerals, and some of the different things about rocks. Another interesting book that you guys might need to read is called it's a National Geographic for kids. It's called Everything on Rocks and Minerals. This is a great guide on rocks and minerals. It tells you how to collect rocks and minerals. It also tells you how rocks form. It's a very, very great book. Another book is great, but it might be a little bit complicated for you. Not for me, but it might be a little bit complicated for you guys. But this is a very good book called Physical Geology. It's a little textbook that I bought. It's on physical geology. It talks about how sediment moves from place to place. It talks about different formations of minerals and rocks and different types of fossils in here. It also talks about astrogeology. We're going to be getting into that a little bit later, but astrogeology is the study of planetary geology, which is the study of rocks from other planets. We're also going to be getting to an astrogeology on meteorites, different types of rocks that come from different planets. My name is Cameron Muskelly, and that's all I got for you on rocks.